right, guys, today we've got some updates from Crusher's Creations. We've got a couple of old favorites and a brand new favorite we're going to be talking about. It's got a unique color to it. Welcome, guys. My name's Brian. This is my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel, where we try to help you grow your best beard possible. Thank you so much for joining me. Huge fan of what Brian's doing over at Crusher's Creations. I think I've done over 12 or 13 videos. I think this might be the 14th. I can't remember. It's been a lot of them. So I've been using his products since he started making products back in 2018. In fact, I took his very first scent called Alpha. I took it on a trip to Europe, and it's a nice cinnamon mint kind of scent. I kind of missed that one. I might need to see if I can get Brian to make that one again for me. Anyway, today we've got 3 new scents. Well, 1 new one, 2 older ones that we're going to talk about. We got Vintage, Green Goddess, and Impressions. I've got all 3 oils, and then I've got a couple of the butters to match that. But let's talk about the prices first of all. Depends on what he's got in stock. Sometimes he's got samples. If so, you can get those for $5. Oil is $19.99, by the way, just like a lot of other companies, unfortunately, with supply issues and the cost of everything with inflation going up. Brian's had to raise his prices a couple of dollars, I think, for the oils and butter. So regular line oil is $19.99. An emu is $22. The utility butter is $22. And then oil butter combo is $39 or $41 if you want the emu oil in a combo. All right, so I don't think the carrier blends have changed since the last video, but I'll go over them quickly. So for the oils, it's meadow foam, pumpkin seed, castor, sweet almond, organic hemp seed, and babassu oil. Feels absolutely great in your beard. Brian's always had that on point, especially with the butter in particular. Just one of the best butters I've ever used. And in that, we've got shea, beeswax, lanolin, coconut butter, coconut oil, and then the carrier oils and emu. And he also has that emu oil, which is a 50-50 blend. So you can get 50% of the normal carriers plus 50% emu in it. And then the butter here. So it's got some beeswax in it, but it is not hard at all. Not hard at all. Comes out really, really easily and smooth. Make sure you put them in the refrigerator or freezer this time of year, because you never know what you're going to get when you get it out of your mailbox. One of mine's smooth. One of them's got just a little bit of like separation, but nothing's really hard. So I haven't had to heat it up and do a reset on it. Even though you can, because they're in nice glass bottles, it's a little bit easier to manage to do that when they're in glass bottles. Just have to be careful on that. If you have any questions about how to reset your balms or butters, let me know. I think we've done some videos in the past. But let's go ahead and get into these scents. So this first one has got a nice kind of reddish hue to it. It's kind of interesting. And this one is brand new. It's called Vintage, by the way. Brian restocks stuff as best he can, as often as he can. Depends on supply, and he kind of goes through a lot of different scents. So make sure you're following him on Instagram, but also checking out the website and clicking on it occasionally to see what's in stock. So today, the day I'm releasing this video, Saturday, he's supposed to be doing a restock of a lot of things, including Vintage. And Vintage is blackberry, goji berry, which gives you that color, the goji berry, sweet tobacco, Arabian wood, and smoke. And really, really enjoy the scent. When you smell it out of the bottle, you get like a berry, like the blackberry goji berry. You get a little, if you start sniffing it some more, sniffing it out of the bottle, you can smell that tobacco and the wood, and not much on the smoke. But I'll tell you, Brian, when it comes to mixing scents, and especially scents that are super complex, rich, dark, manly, sophisticated, all those adjectives you want to throw in there, to me, Brian's in the top 3. And it depends on which day you ask me what number he is on those types of scents. Every time you warm up one of these, it's going to change into something different. And it's going to be... most of them are pretty punchy, like they're pretty strong on the scents and rich. So for me, they're not everyday kind of wares, at least not the same one over and over. So you get a nice hit of that to start with. And this one does mellow out pretty quickly. Like some of Brian's scents go like all day long, and I kind of get tired of smelling them. This one, you get a good 4 to 6 hours of it being kind of pretty strong, and then it kind of drifts away without it being too overpowering. So I like the scent strength on this one. When you warm it up, the the tobacco and the little bit of smoke in it. It's not a huge amount of smoke, but just to give it some texture. You can't smell it and say, "Oh, that smells like smoke. I don't like it." It just has that the tobacco and the wood and the little bit of smoke, and that really opens up to go along with the berries on that. But really enjoy that one. If that sounds good to you, make sure you pick that one up. That's called Vintage. And then another one that's really, to me, I think it made my top scents of the year video last year, or was the year before. My years are running together after doing this for so long. But this one is called Impression, and it is super good. It's a very underrated scent profile, something that's got grapefruit in it. Let me know if you've ever tried a grapefruit, something with grapefruit in it, and if you like it or not, because I really enjoy it. Definitely it hits different than oranges and limes and lemons and some other citrus stuff. But this one's bay leaf, bergamot, pink grapefruit, dry gin, and cypress. And it's a great summer scent. You get the grapefruit and a little bit of something sweet to go along with. That's probably I'm not sure what it is. It's also a little bit like a kind of a Bath and Body Works kind of something you would smell in one of those kind of stores to start with the pink grapefruit. And then you warm it up and you get the bay leaf and the bergamot, and it's got a little more texture, a little more complexity. Not super dark or on that, but it is a rich scent. Absolutely great for summertime or anytime in my opinion, but especially summertime. All right. And then the last one I want to talk about is Green Goddess. And Brian told me it was very similar to one of his old profiles he used to have, and he knew that I love it. And if I can remember the name of it, hold on a second. Let me think about it. Whew, I finally thought of it. Absinthe. All right. So if you ever tried Absinthe from Crusher's Creations, he had like two different versions of it, Absinthe and the Absinthe 2.0. I think this was more similar to the last round in that, but it is really good. It's star anise, fennel, spicy cinnamon, but it's not spicy. It's not spicy scent. Cassia, nutmeg, melissa, fresh green herbal notes, amber. You know, I love anything with amber in it, and woods. And yes, it's complex. Really, really good. You do get a cinnamon, and then you get kind of like a bubblegum theme, even though it's not a bubblegum scent at all. But there's something, maybe it's because of cinnamon, it reminds me of like cinnamon gum or something like that. But really, really good. If you haven't tried that one, it would be one to try. I guarantee you, I can just about guarantee you, 99.9% sure, you've never smelled anything like these three scents. All right. So if you want to try something different, something new, if you've never tried Crushers, you want to make sure you do that. Because like I said, it's some of the most complex. They're going to be complex. They're going to be rich. They're going to be bold. They're going to change throughout the day. The bottle, as soon as you warm it up, you're going and put it in your beard, it smells totally different. It's going to open up. You're going to get new things that kind of change throughout the day. Really love everything that he's got going on over there. By the way, I am an affiliate, so you can save 15% with the code BANJO15. Will save you a little bit. Let me know if you've tried Crusher's Creations and what your favorite scents are. And as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you soon.